Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome back Mike Irwin, the Federal Security Director for Oregon in the Transportation Security Administration. Mike, welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
My pleasure. So you oversee the TSA in several western states and now specifically in Oregon. How many airports are in the region here?
Well, in our region, which was 8 states, we had about 87, and most of them were small because we had large states like Alaska with big expansive territories and lots of small communities. So we're very familiar with working with the smaller airports, and certainly Klamath Falls and North Bend are the smallest airports in our state here, and we're excited about it. Yeah, that ability to have that aviation service to the smaller community is important for the economy.
Absolutely. So flights are now coming back to Klamath Falls 2 weeks from today, I believe.
They are.
I know how excited the city and the region is to have you guys back here. Now, how are you feeling about that after you had expressed concerns about the inability to maintain consistent passenger loads there?
Well, I was a little bit concerned about that. You know, we had service for 12 years in Klamath, and it was one of the best airports in the nation. The community support, the officers we had there were incredible. They'll be incredible again. And it was very emotional for everybody, 2 years ago to close everything down, move the equipment out, move the people, and very expensive. I mean, that's an expensive proposition. So we were a little bit concerned about that, and the sustainability, of course, if we bring service back, as we've always are looking at that as an agency and at the state level. But it looks like it's going to go well. We've the first couple flights on October 5th, a couple weeks from now, so we encourage everybody to buy tickets, go to Klamath, come out of Klamath, come to Portland, are all sold out. Penn Air, which is our champion airline that's going to be down there, has signed a couple-year lease with the airport, so that's all looking good. The city has been incredible. We had 150 people come out to our recruiting forum to compete for 6 part-time positions.
Wow.
So it's going to be good. We're excited about it. We think this is going to be a great new start, and we got a great group of officers to go down there.
Yeah, tell me about that staff. Yeah. So 6 new people, and do you have a couple people coming back, staying inside the agency?
We do. We have one that actually has been commuting back and forth every single day from Klamath, 85 miles one way, 85 miles the next way.
Wow.
We have a supervisor that moved previously from Klamath up to Medford. And so we are going to have some people that are homegrown there that know the community and know the operation. And we're going to have 6 people from Klamath that we just are getting back from the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center and that are doing training up in Portland right now. All from Klamath. So this is all going to be citizens and residents of Klamath. And that's really what makes it special in these small airports, because you know what? They know everybody flying out. And that's what we like. We like that personal service, and they're all excited to go.
Very exciting. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Have much more with Mike in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, here with Mike Irwin from the Transportation Security Administration. So in light of the recent terror attacks this last weekend in New York and the New Jersey area, how do you guys react to that? Tell me about the process as much as you can, of course.
Well, throughout the entire department, the Department of Homeland Security is 250,000 people. We're one of the largest agencies with about 50,000, but every time we have that, everybody goes on a higher alert. So you'll see a lot more visibility. You'll see about 100 of our officers at the UN providing security services right now as we go. And our officers are working with Secret Service to provide security screening services for the candidates as they go out across the country. So a lot more visibility. Our federal air marshals, our inspectors will be out a little bit more, but you know, it's happening more and more. And that's our concern. In fact, that's what I'm out talking to officers about. This is a very connected world now. People can go anywhere, anytime. And certainly technology is increasing. And as we've looked across the attacks, I think sometimes people start to get a little bit numb to them because there's so many. But when we look at Brussels and Turkey, and we look at Paris and Nice, we look at Orlando, and we look at San Bernardino, the message that we're taking out now, and the officers are going to help us with this, is to go out and say, yes, we're protecting the airports. And we haven't had an attack at an airport from somebody that's gotten through our security lines. Now, certainly in places like Brussels, now people are moving to the front and having those attacks. So we're countering that. We're looking at that and training people for that. But one of the things we want to do is get out with people and say, you know what, see something, say something. We really do think that that's an important part of kind of this general overall community security. And so you're going to see our officers out a lot more just talking and reminding. You know, the individual they caught in New York was because 2 people were astute, and they go, you know, I think that's the guy.
And they called it
in. They called it in, and they caught him in 36 hours. So it's the essence of all the citizens being aware that this is our country, this is our nation, it's our town. So let's all be aware and just be focused on that.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. All right, well, very good. Great to see you.
You bet. Yeah, thanks for having me back.
My pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.